Hello, this is Jamie Megrich. Welcome to Jamie's Craft Table. Today I'm going to show you how I made this card. It's a slightly stepped up version of the card that I just did. Let's get started. What you're going to need, we're going to leave the card here so you can actually see it. I'm using Old Olive ink, mint macaron, pretty peacock, and memento. I have some gold pieces that are punched out or die cut out of some gold foil that's left over. It's a sticker sheet left over from paper pumpkin or a card kit. You can use any gold foil, but these are actual stickers. So the back will peel off and they're actual stickers. You can just punch it out of gold foil. I'm using one of the gold hoop embellishments and some holiday rhinestones, some of those. Okay, then these two circles from the layering circles. I'm using the second from the largest and the fourth from the largest to cut out a black ring. I'm using Forever Fern. I'm going to be using this one, this one, this one, this one, and then a sentiment, thinking of you, from Seaside Notions. And then these little leafies are cut out from the dies, Forever Flourish dies, that bundle right now with the Forever Fern stamp set. So there's 3 of them. So I just use those and cut them out of that sticker paper. Okay. For card, I have a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Whisper White, a piece of black, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and my card base, which is thick, which is, if I can open it, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored and folded at 4 1/4. Okay, so let's get started here. I'm going to move these aside so I don't, so they don't get in the way when I'm stamping. Just help me remember where I put them. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to stamp the sentiment, thinking of you, right in the center with the memento black ink. I'm going to stamp that directly in the center of my card. Okay, and I'm going to come in with this ring. I'm going to set it down here, and I'm going to bring in a pencil, and I'm just going to lightly trace, don't even have to do the whole thing, so that I get an idea where my circle is supposed to be. It'll get covered up the black piece. Okay, I'm done with the black ink, so let's put a cover on it and put it away. Alright, now I'm going to, actually I didn't use this one, but I might. I used Old Olive and Pretty Peacock for this one, so I'm going to start, and I actually only used that one stamp. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to start with the Old Olive and this stamp here. And I'm going to do the generational stamping, where I stamp it a couple more times after I've stamped it. So I stamped it once, I moved it over, stamped again, and stamped again. And I'm going to do that all the way around this circle. Turn my paper It's easier to turn the paper than it is the stamp. More of this one. Okay. Now it looks like I washed my stamp. Or it looks like I actually used the other one, so let's bring it in. I haven't done this in a bit, so I forgot what I did. Let's bring in that other one that matches it, that turns the other direction. And the pretty peacock ink. And we just did first generation stamping. Here and there around the same wreath that we just created. One over here. Okay, then I came in with those splatters, and I did the splatters. And I stamped it, and then I stamped it again. Kind of fill in a couple of those spaces that need a little bit of something else, but then I didn't re-ink, and I just went in and filled it in. Okay, so all I used was the Old Olive and the Pacific Point, and those two. Those two. That's all I used on this one. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and clean these and get them out of the way. Because I'm always going to stick my hand in them and get them on my card. Alright. Now, I'm going to start by gluing this down. I use Tombow. I just put a couple little drops of Tombow on it. It worked really well. Don't need much. Just a couple of drops like this. It actually worked really well. I don't know if you can see, there's not much glue on there. Centered up my circle. I set this down where I wanted it. Okay. Okay. And I came in with the glue and I put glue on the back of the black circle. In place. You can use glue dots if you'd rather, or your fine tip glue. I just have a love-hate relationship with the fine tip glue. Glue is amazing once it takes, but it is real hard to get it to stay stuck. Okay, and I brought in these little pieces that I die cut out of that sticker paper, but you can use your foil paper. Peel the backs off if I can. And I had one like here. They're stickers, so you can just stick them down, or you can add more glue to them if you wish. One here. I'm going to put two flowers here, so let's take the back off of this flower. Sorry if I'm off camera peeling those backs off. It's hard for me to see what I'm doing. Come on. There we go. Set one there. Now you take your pick tool, you might be able to pick that back off a little easier. There we go. And I put one here. This other little fern. The hardest part is getting the backs off those stickers. If you cut it out of your foil paper, you just would put the glue on the back. I'm going to lift this up and tuck it in there. Okay, and then I add one more flower. You'll see this didn't cut out completely. I used this punch, small bloom punch. Missed a little bit of the corner there. It's alright. Still looks nice. Put that one here. And these help to hold this ring down as well, because they're sitting on top of it. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this to the black layer. Use my Tombow multi-purpose glue. Center that on this black layer. There's just going to be a 1/16 of an inch border. Tiniest little border. And then this is going to get glued to the front of my card base. And then I brought in my rhinestones. And I think I'll use the medium ones because I have 3 of those. Stuck those in the center of each one of these flowers. I think I used the large one on the other one, but I only have one large one, so. Oops, it slid, but. Get it back there. There we go. There we go. There's the card we just made together. And here's the one I did previously. It's obviously spread out more and more fuller. Just play. Thank you for joining me at Jamie's Craft Table. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you can find a little bit of time to play with some stamps, ink, and paper.